Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
Welcome to the Tiger Sports Network, presented by Natural State Sports. It is the top rivalry in the state of Arkansas, right here at Charging Wildcat Arena on the campus of North Little Rock High School. your Little Rock Central Lady Tigers facing their arch nemesis from across the river, the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats, in what is their second meeting of the year, and in a game that is bound to pack the house. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Chris Gay. This is my color analyst, Will Stafford. And we'll go ahead and we'll be talking about it multiple times, but we are both alums of North Little Rock High School. And I don't know about you, but I'm born and raised here.
Yep.
So this brings back a lot of memories. The court, a little different.
Yeah.
They've made some nice changes all over the arena. But it's a homecoming for us.
Yeah, it's really exciting, man. It's really cool to be back in the arena, to be back on campus. You know, we grew up here, so it's very exciting. We grew up here just 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Very exciting.
Well, we're just about ready for a tip here at Charging Wildcat Arena. The North Little Rock Color Guard set to present the colors, and we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and national anthem underway in just a second.
Play host to the Lady Tigers from Little Rock Central High School. Spectators, please remember to be respectful. Disrespectful spectators will be escorted from the arena. The restrooms are located in the East Concourse area, and the concession stand is located in the northwest corner of the arena. Remember that the arena floor is a restricted area. Only coaches, players, and authorized personnel are allowed. Please do not sit on or place your feet on the walls, seats, or back of the seats, or step in or on the seats. Students, please remember that the concourse area is a no-standing area. Make your way to the restroom, concession stand, and back to your seats. And when we hit the third quarter of the boys' game, phone home for your ride. Now please stand and join us for the presentation of colors by the North Little Rock High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. Lead rifle, Amaya Hubbard. U.S. flag, Serenity Harding. Arkansas flag, Pedro Rodriguez. And rear rifle, Dylan Johnson. And the playing of the national anthem by the North Little Rock High School pep band, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance Thank you.
And welcome back. That was more of the national anthem, then Pledge of Allegiance, then moment of silence. We're used to it a little differently, but regardless, we are excited for a tip-off here at Charging Wildcat Arena on the campus of North Little Rock High School. Of course, we're about to hear the starting lineups for your Little Rock Central Lady Tigers. Nothing's changed. Elise Williams at the 2 guard. Chloe Ray Brown at point. Kai Wilson at the 3. Amaria Gaston holding it down in the middle. And Taylor Day Davis looking to extend her double-digit scoring streak to 7 games in a row. She had 10 on Friday against Jonesboro, and has had multiple performances of 13 points, 20, 18, another 10-point performance. She's had a fantastic season so far. Looking for her to extend that streak here in enemy territory. Of course, the last time these 2 teams met was at Little Rock Central for the first conference game of the season for both teams. And Day Davis at 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block in that game. But one player that I imagine we're going to be calling the name of all night is Kai Wilson. She had 13 points, 7 rebounds, a steal, and a block the last time these 2 teams met. What type of performance do you expect out of the senior tonight?
I'll give you my predictions for a couple stats. I'm going to go 16 points out of Kai Wilson. I'm going to guess 7 rebounds, and I'm going to guess 4 assists. She's a nice little playmaker. I expect no less from her just from a couple weeks ago, right? She's going to be absolutely incredible.
And the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats set to announce their starters. And this place is extra fancy. They have a couple spotlights. I have yet to go to an arena this year where they have had spotlights.
Yeah, where was this? Where was this when we were in school?
Look, every time you leave this school upgrades in some way. They find a way to upgrade. So starting out for the Charging Wildcats, Alicia Shepard will be getting the start, along with Katie Fimple, Kinley Mears, the University of Texas Dallas commit, Lauren Brewster she'll probably play most of the point guard position for the Charging Wildcats, and then Mia Hopkins at the 5. So both teams really stick to the same starting 5. And these 2 teams have the same starting 5 from their earlier matchup early in January.
I just want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it all night because this is a very I feel like this is a very special moment for both of us to be able to be here.
Yeah.
And, I just remember all of the days sitting down in the audience, going back and forth with student sections, with different players, I mean, this is absolutely, like, I think the best word for it is surreal, right? And I'm just super excited to be here. North Little Rock and Central has always been a very good game, and both girls and boys.
Absolutely, it has been. North Little Rock's going to get the opening possession. Here's Fimple looking inside. Hopkins, that one stolen away by Central. Early run out, and Mears, who is an excellent defensive player, she'll break that one up. One interesting thing to note, my start in broadcasting was right here at Charging Wildcat Arena. My senior year I had with the North Little Rock TV.
Yep.
That Mr. Sella, who's still there.
He's actually in the arena right now.
Yeah, I saw him, and he's got cameras up now. They don't use commentators. It was me and BJ Gibbs. I know that's a flash from the past. And so he was my color commentator. I was the play-by-play guy. And it was actually Jordan Howard that got me into that job. I'm bringing back all sorts of memories. And where was I going with this? I can't even remember, as Katie Fimple picks up her first foul. But yeah, so my first, I did 2 games. I did 1 game as Fort Smith Northside came to town, and that was when Jalen Williams was the superstar for Fort Smith. Jacob Joe, who is Isaiah Joe's brother, was also on that same Fort Smith team. He's in college at Newman University, hooping at the Division II level.
Chloe Brown goes 1 for 2, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
Sorry, I'm getting caught up in all the,
all the
memories. I got to do the job first.
Back.
Exactly. Brewster looking to drive, gets around Gaston, can't finish with her left. Day Davis will bring it up the floor. Shepard picks her up.
Gaston with 3 rebounds already in this game. Already
Wilson.
Attacking.
Outside to Brown. They're looking for Gaston inside. Blocked by Hopkins.
And that's a difficult thing to do against Gaston.
Hopkins had 7 blocks the last time these two teams met.
Already 1 in the game.
Shepard couldn't hold on. It was actually deflected by Williams, and now it ends up in her hand. She's looking to go. Spinning around Fimple. Can't hold on. Tiger turnover. Very
sloppy play from both teams so far. It just kind of feels like they're kind of feeling each other out again. North Little Rock has been very good this year.
Brewster, free throw line jumper off the back iron, but Shepard, she can't get the second chance opportunity to fall. That one's blocked. I'm going to say that was Gaston with the rejection.
It was Gaston, and comes down with the rebound.
Brown. Gaston's going to pull up just inside the free throw line, won't make the shot. Hopkins might have had a finger on it, but they are going to say that is North Little Rock basketball. It's going to stay with the Tigers, with the Wildcats, as Mears will throw in. Brewster has it inside Shepard. Nobody there to contest. First points of the ball game for North Little Rock. Brown hounded by Mears along the perimeter. Screen from Gaston. Wilson looking to drive, flips it up. No good. Mears has it.
It feels like Central's just trying to force up shots, try and get something going. I think if you're Central, you need to start feeding Kai Wilson.
Oh, what a block! Amaria Gaston, 2 in the game for the senior.
And Amaria Gaston just completely locking down that paint. But again, back to what I was saying, I think you need to continue to try and feed both Kai Wilson and Taylor Day Davis. You need to allow them to pull up some shots. No threes taken by Central so far.
Shepard inside. She has all 4 points for North Little Rock. Williams. Guarded by Fimple. Day Davis up top at the North Little Rock side. Williams inside to a cutter. Back outside to Day Davis. Oh, looking to be physical in the lane. Can't finish though. Wilson somehow gets away with it, and she's going to the free throw line.
I don't know how she managed to get a foul call out of that.
Well, that was credit from Amaria Gaston, keeping the play alive, just tipping it up constantly. And Wilson just was in the right place at the right time, and now she'll have the 2 free throws. The first one is up and good. .440 left to play in the first quarter as Wilson is 2 of 2 from the line.
I think that's going to be a key in this game, is making your free throws. I mean, obviously we know that Central's very good at drawing fouls, but a lot of times they're not so good at making those.
Fimple. She thought about it. Brewster pushes off. That's going to be a foul on Central. An early substitution for the Tigers. Rosabella Onyango will come in for Williams. So it's that tall lineup that we've been seeing here late. Onyango probably going to play more of the 4. Gaston stays at the 5. Day Davis at the 3. Wilson at the 2. And, of course, Brown at the 1.
It's obvious that that's what Coach Marlon Williams' game plan is, to attack the paint as much as possible. Try and use your size advantage. The only real possible chance that North Little Rock has at that, is through Mia Hopkins in the paint. Number 15 there on your screen. So I can totally understand why, but so far it's not working for him.
Well, Shepard's done most of it for them so far. Mears' 3 ball is long. Brown with the rebound. Day Davis. Oh, she'll take the 3. She'll make the 3. Taylor Day Davis, just the first field goal of the game for Central as they lead by 2.
And again, I can totally understand the idea of attacking the paint, but when you have shooters like Kai Wilson and Taylor Day Davis on your team, you want to try and feed them above the arc. Wilson
finishes over Fimple. Good find by Brown on the break. 4-point Little Rock Central lead. Gaston playing against Brewster. Fimple back to Brewster. She's got Brown on her now. Fimple, oh, don't leave her open. 3 ball, that one's off the back iron. Brown again up ahead to Wilson. Nobody to stop her, and Coach Fimple wants a timeout.
6 points for Kai Wilson. I might be a little off already on my predictions.
You might be. She's only, what, 10 more points until
she gets to my prediction.
That. Yeah, so 10-4 Tiger lead. All of a sudden, they're looking a lot better, and I'll go ahead and answer kind of what I was going to ask you was how are they able to get ahead now, but it's because of their play in the fast break.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I feel like this is going to be a pretty regular topic when it comes to this women's game. Is obviously it's a plan to attack the paint. The problem is that it seems North Little Rock kind of understands that. So what Central has started to do is play very, very fast-paced. They are a very fast-paced team in general, but when you can find the open shots, whether that be behind the arc or in the paint, you're going to pull out to an early lead.
Hopkins with the rebound. Blocked from behind by Gaston. I think that's 4 blocks. 4 blocks from Amaria Gaston in their January 7th matchup against the Charging Wildcats. She had 7. Of course, Hopkins also had 7. But she might break that number. Her season high for blocks. Brewster outside. 3 ball on the way. No good from the top of the key. Gaston fighting for the rebound. Jump ball. Gaston playing her heart out as Central will have the basketball. Montgomery just checked into the ball game. Will be playing point guard in this Central lineup. Guarded by Brewster. She's looking to drive. She will draw the foul. I think they're going to give it to Lauren Brewster. As the 3rd team foul for North Little Rock, just the first personal foul for the sophomore Brewster. So Hopkins checks out. Nia Edwards checks in as Montgomery's looking to drive. Onyango going to shoot the mid-range shot and misses it. Oh, Brewster stepped out of bounds. Oh.
Hey, you got to let that out of bounds. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, you got to look to see where you are on the court first. Onyango gets it to Montgomery. Wilson with Edwards on her. Picked up her dribble, gets it back to Montgomery. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Day Davis. Wilson, deep triple. Oh. Yeah! Kai Wilson, 3 ball, 9 points in the ball game for the senior.
Feeling it really, really early. I'm not really surprised, though. She's getting these open shots very regularly.
Bateman almost loses it. Brewster, contested jumper from the free throw line. What a shot by Lauren Brewster. That's her first points of the ball game. Inside Onyango, out to Gaston. Kick out. Wilson inside. And Wilson just said, my bad to Coach Williams. wasn't exactly where she wanted to go with that pass. As North Little Rock has the basketball, Alexis Montgomery will check in for Gaston, who had one heck of a first quarter. 4 blocks, probably 5 or 6 rebounds. Jalea White finds the cutter, and easy 2 points inside. White picks up the assist. Kiana Gupton scores her first points of the ball game. Wilson at the logo, picks up her dribble. Hounded by Edwards, had to get rid of it. And timeout by Coach Williams. So 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 13-8 is your lead. Central will have the basketball with 21 seconds on the shot clock. So probably just a 2-possession quarter so far. So Will, what are your early impressions of this ball game?
Very sloppy, to be totally honest with you. Both sides started really sloppy. Central has kind of picked up their pace a little bit, kind of figured out what works, what doesn't. But for North Little Rock, they're not, I think their decision making is a little shaky. I'm not sure they really know where they want to go with the ball a lot of the time. So I think North Little Rock just needs to calm down, try and figure out what worked, just like Central has been doing the past few minutes.
Onyengo looking to drive. Onyengo with the finish.
A good crossover by Onyengo. She's been very confident lately.
Well, Coach Williams said she's really more of a guard, and that was some guard skills right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now she's guarding North Little Rock's point guard pretty much at the timeline. Edwards will take the 3. She won't make the 3 as that ball will go out of bounds. It will be North Little Rock basketball as White will throw in. Brewster back to White. 3 ball in the corner. No good. Onyengo with the rebound. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. Your Little Rock Central Lady Tigers have the 15-8 lead over the hometown Lady Charging Wildcats. We will be right back in just a moment with more Tiger basketball play here on the Tigers Sports Network.
Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
We enter the second quarter of play here on the Tigers Sports Network. Will, this truly is the best rivalry Arkansas has to offer. It's an historic rivalry dating back decades, and even, well, getting close to a decade when we were in school.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. Man, I feel old. I feel really old.
I mean, my dad went to North Little Rock as a teenager, and even back then, there was a giant rivalry. It's never lost its steam.
No, it has not.
I mean, you can kind of argue that North Little Rock's been pretty dominant in most sports, but it's very obvious that it doesn't really matter. It's obvious that, hey, these two schools are very close together. We're going to be rivals for probably forever.
That's the truth, and there's not a whole lot of rivalries at any level in the state that really match up to this one as Brown gets a shot to fall. What a finish for Chloe Ray Brown. Her first 2 point. Oh, no. Are they not going to count it?
It was called on the on the floor.
I didn't see that, so. Well, it was a great shot by Brown, regardless, as Fimple and Mears check in for North Little Rock. Williams in the corner, looking. Gaston inside. She's got it. Can't finish. As Onyengo, who's a scrum on the floor, and they're going to give it back to Central. Brown up top, looking to drive. Kick out on Yango. Short jumper, no good, but Brown right there to clean it up.
A nice rebound by Brown. She's been all over this game so far. First 2 points for her, or first basket, I should say.
Looking to drive, gets around Gaston, is good. Nia Edwards, her first points of the ball game.
A nice up and scoop, a really nice move there.
No, fearless to go after the player who already has 4 blocks.
Yeah.
In just 1 quarter.
She knew that that scoop layup would work, though, so.
Williams. And it's going to be an illegal screen on Gaston. North Little Rock basketball, but Central still has the 7-point advantage. Shepard and Hopkins check in. White and Edwards check out. Or excuse me, not Edwards. That was Gupton that checked out. Edwards was not paying attention. Up ahead, Brown has it. She'll take it herself. Floater, no good. Williams fighting for it. Saves it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that would have been.
I thought it was going to go through.
That would have been like, I don't know if you know who Isaiah Ryder was.
Oh, absolutely.
He had a shot like that in the NBA. Edwards looking to drive. Step back jumper. Won't fall. Williams. 1-on-1, now 1-on-2. Fast break. She takes it herself. Won't finish. Fimple. Driving. Kick out. Mears. 3-ball. It's good. Kinley Mears. 1 of 2 from the 3-point line today. As Coach Williams wants the timeout to talk some things over with his crew.
I mean, with how good of a shooter Fimple is, though, it does seem like Central's locking her down. Now, I mean, of course, you have Mears who just hit that 3, and she's a very good shooter as well. But, I mean, going 4 for 7 against Little Rock Southwest from 3, right?
Yeah.
But I think a big thing in this defensive plan for Central is to try and keep Fimple away from the 3-point line, kind of force her into making the tough passes, and don't allow her to get any space, because if she gets any sort of tiny little space, she will pull that shot.
Exactly. Make her more of a playmaker, because Fimple will end games simply from shooting 3s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Day Davis bringing the ball up the floor. What a spin move. Outside Bradford. She'll take the 3. Off the back iron. Edwards with the rebound. She loses it, but she will draw the foul. So Edwards getting some extended minutes here midway through the 2nd quarter. Mears looking to drive. Pull up mid-range jumper. No good. Williams fighting for the board. Up ahead to Bradford. She's looking to take it herself. She'll draw some contact from Fimple.
I'm impressed she got that call for herself.
I am surprised. I mean,
she was full head of steam down into the paint. Somehow Fimple got called for it.
Well, and for Fimple, that is her 2nd personal foul of the game as Lauren Brewster checks back into the ball game. Williams throwing in to Bradford. Williams going baseline, pulls it out, back to Brown. Whoa. Brown somehow found herself wide open in the lane for the finish.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of LaMelo Ball. Kind of ran circles around the defense and was able to find the open shot.
And another offensive lapse by North Little Rock, as Kai Wilson will check back into the ball game. Williams will check out. Brown almost lost it. Kick out. Bradford, 3-ball. Won't finish. Gets her own miss. Oh. And it's going to be a Tiger turnover.
Very unfortunate. She did not realize how close to the middle of the court she was there. She drives that. That's saved.
Brewster bring the ball up. Now gives it up to Mears. She'll take the 3. She made one earlier. She's 1 of 3 now on the evening. Now Brewster wide open on the left wing. She can't finish either. Hopkins will draw the contact. And she'll be going to the free throw line. Nia Hopkins is really coming to her own so far this season. She did have 5 points, 3 rebounds in the January 7th matchup against the Tigers. But also had 7 blocks. I think that's the second time I mentioned that this evening, but she's an excellent post defender. As she goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Brown. Looking to drive against Mears. Kick out Bradford. Mears breaks it up with the steal. Mears, oh, she found herself wide open. She passes up the shot, looking for Bateman, who's spinning inside. Will draw some more contact. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Bradford. For Bradford, that is her second personal. So she'll likely take a seat here in a moment. First free throw, no good for Bateman.
Was good.
Oh, it bounced in? I'm sorry, I was not really paying attention. Sanders checks into the ball game for the first time. Bradford checks out. That one's no good as Hopkins gets the miss. Edwards driving, and she'll draw the foul. So Central just cannot get off of this side of the floor.
And North Little Rock's playing this really well, if we're being totally honest. They know that the whistle is a little sensitive here. So they're trying to attack the paint as much as possible, force Central into an uncomfortable situation, and force a foul out of them.
Edwards, 2-2 from the line. 2-point ball game. Wilson driving, steps through. She'll draw contact that time. So Wilson, 2 of 2 already from the line tonight. Now she'll have 2 more. Misses the first one, back iron. One of 2 from the line. So 10 points in the ball game for Kai Wilson. As Brewster, yeah, like you said, the whistle is blowing a lot tonight.
That is 3 calls in 12 in-game seconds. Not sure if I personally like that type of basketball.
At the line is Brewster, no good on the first free throw. Montgomery will check in as Brown picked up her second personal. For the charging Wildcats, White checks back in as Mears takes a seat. 1 of 2 from the line for the sophomore. Montgomery bringing it up. Day Davis looking to drive, backs her defender down, and a tie up underneath.
Took a little while to call that jump ball there.
.351 left to play in the first half. Brewster up ahead to White. Gets past the defense. Matt Gaston inside. It gives it up to Edwards, who scoops and scores.
And this was once a 13-4 game on Central's side. A 9-point lead gone in an instant.
Wilson, 3-ball. Won't fall. Gaston wasn't able to catch up in time. Well, Nia Edwards has played the entire second quarter up until this point. Well, still playing the entire second quarter for the charging Wildcats. as Montgomery fighting for the loose ball. Good effort by the junior. White in the corner. Looking for Hopkins. She's about to lose it. It's going to be a traveling violation. Honestly, that's better than the alternative, which was a Kai Wilson breakaway layup.
Yeah, and it's also better than the other alternative being a foul on Central. Well, honestly, yeah. I thought that's what was about to be called.
Unfortunately, yeah. Wilson, inside Gaston, outside. Day Davis looking to drive. It's going to be North Little Rock basketball. Coach Williams not happy with that call. And now he'll take another timeout. He has 3 remaining.
60-second timeout.
So 2:39 left to play in the first half. It's a tied ball game. Obviously, both teams are getting, well, I'd say both teams offenses are getting whistles in this game. What does Coach Williams and his crew need to do to exploit that?
I don't know if there's anything you can do to exploit it in this case. I think what's going wrong for Central here is they're very indecisive of what they want to do. It's a lot of iso ball so far, right? We saw Chloe Ray Brown be able to kind of run around, found the open shot. That's iso ball though. Even though she made it, that's still iso ball. We just saw Taylor Day Davis try and take it herself, leads to a turnover, right? The iso ball doesn't work that well in this case, right? North Little Rock has a very good defense. One-on-one, man-to-man, North Little Rock is going to beat Central every time, right? So Central needs to be able to try and find a way around the man-to-man, and the way to play that is by passing the rock more. And that's what we saw at the beginning of the game. I'm not really sure why why Central kind of fell away from moving the ball as much as they were in the first quarter, but I definitely think that needs to be a priority.
Brewster, screen from Edwards and Hopkins. She'll take it herself. Blocked by Gaston. 5 blocks on the evening. Edwards looking to drive. Kick out White. Gives it up to Brewster. Good defense by the Tigers.
Good defense.
That shot will not count.
And you say good defense by the Tigers. That was great defense by Kai Wilson.
Yeah.
Specifically, she was moving all over this close left side of the court.
Unfortunately, North Little Rock gets bailed out with the foul. White makes her first free throw. So this is North Little Rock's first lead since they were up 4-3 at the very beginning of the first quarter. She's 2 of 2 from the line. Mears checks in. White checks out. Montgomery sprinting ahead. Wilson out to Day Davis. Sanders up top. Montgomery looking to drive. Mears reached in, and she will pick up the foul. For Mears, that is just her first. Wilson up top. And Hopkins got a hand on it. Montgomery gets it back. She'll take a deep jumper. Maybe not the right shot there. Brewster. Montgomery falls to the floor. Kick out. Bateman in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Nothing but air. Edwards loses it. It does stay with North Little Rock.
I believe Mariah Bates just tripped over the shoe of Nia Edwards.
Sanders checks out. Onyango checks back in. So back to a tall lineup for Central. Brewster checks out. Fimple back in. Of course, Fimple has 2 fouls. Right to Montgomery. She lost it. Edwards picks up the steal. Ahead, Bateman. Looking to drive. Floater in the lane. Off the glass is good. 4-point ball game. Wilson driving, meeting him inside. Bateman will pick up the foul. North Little Rock crowd not happy, but she was not set.
No, and you can kind of tell Kai Wilson is trying to do something on her own, which I don't honestly hate. I like the idea of her trying to take control, because this is a very, very long run by North Little Rock.
First free throw no good by Wilson. We were just talking about the importance of free throws in this game, and slowly but surely it's looking like they're not really going to shoot very well in this ball game, which we've seen too many times this year.
Yeah, absolutely. She should make that second one, and she does, but I mean, you can only imagine there's been quite a few missed free throws already. This would be most likely a tied game or a lead for Central had they made the other ones.
Thimple up top. To the corner, it's Edwards. Had to give it up. Mears, wing three, back iron, no good. Bradford comes up with the rebound. Williams looking to pull it out. North Little Rock basketball.
And I don't understand what the Central on-court players are trying to do. It feels like they're just playing iso ball. It feels like they're trying to just play almost hero basketball where, you know, oh, North Little Rock scores, let me go down and do it myself. And that just is not working at all.
Edwards checks out for just her first breather of the second quarter. Shepard couldn't hold on, but she still finishes inside. Good first half for Alicia Shepard. Wilson racing up the floor. She will draw some contact against Brewster. She's not happy about the call. But that will be the second personal foul from the sophomore guard. Wilson back at the free throw line. Knocks down the first. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. She's looking to trim this North Little Rock lead to 3. She doesn't. Thimple with the rebound. Up ahead to Brewster. Racing up and under is good. What a finish by Lauren Brewster. Wilson, she's got to shoot it. Deep triple, no good off the glass. And so that takes us to halftime. 28-22 is the lead. North Little Rock coming back early from the Central lead, and we will see after halftime what Central is going to cook up. Well, before we do that, what do you think Coach Williams is going to cook up here in the locker room?
Stop playing iso ball. I mean, we're not seeing a lot of passing whatsoever, and when we are, it ends there, right? Every pass seems to end wherever that ball goes. And so if you're Central, you have to continue to try and pass the ball, even if that's not inside. It seems like every time they want to pass, they want to try and put it inside. North Little Rock has read that very well. They need to continue to try and move the ball. They have plenty of time on the shot clock.
28-22 is your score. We will be right back with more Tiger basketball on the Tigers Sports Network, presented by Natural State Sports.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
And now the state champion North Little Rock High School competition cheer team. They will perform their cheer competition routine for you. The team is headed to the National High School Cheerleading Championships in Orlando, Florida this weekend to compete against some of the best teams in the nation. Good luck to them. For North Little Rock High School varsity competition team.
Welcome back to the Tigers Sports Network presented by Natural State Sports. I'm Chris Gay, joined by Will Stafford, the two North Little Rock alums, working now for Little Rock Central and the Tigers Sports Network. That's a weird thing.
Yeah,
Working for the rivals, of course. We said this early on in the year, as long as they pay us.
I work for the check.
Well, I guess that would be, we would be mercenaries in that way. Yeah, we're mercenary commentators, but we are glad to bring you this rivalry matchup here on this Tuesday night, here live at Charging Wildcat Arena at Central. Has it first, Mears hits the deck, Brown pull-up jumper in the lane, no good. Shepard with the rebound.
The shots are just not falling for Central right now either. I think that's another big reason.
Three ball no good. Mears is open in the corner as
not
that
a good
pass stolen by Brewster.
It's not a good pass. A bounce pass from that far away is never a good sign.
Shepard driving, blocked, 6 blocks for Maria Gaston. Wilson through contact, late whistle. She'll be headed to the free throw line.
So we're talking about a little bit about the very fast pace that Central are trying to play with, and I mean, yes, I think that's a really big answer to what North Little Rock is throwing at Central. But in that case, I think let's take that most recent one right here, right, where Kai Wilson does hit her first shot. But I think it would have been easier if you passed that out to Chloe Ray Brown, who was on the other side of the paint, right? You want to try and make that extra pass no matter what, because that will give you a ample opportunity to get 2 points. Now, Kai Wilson made up for it with making both, and what a grab by Mears, by the way.
She'll kick out. Shepard passed up the open three for a mid-range shot, and it cannot fall. Wilson brings it up the floor. Day Davis up top. Brown. Good ball movement, leading to an open three. Day Davis can't capitalize, though. Hopkins takes Gaston down to the floor, and she will pick up the personal.
Now, to be totally honest, I'm not sure that was a foul. I think Amaria Gaston just got the rug pulled from under her.
This is the Tiger Sports Network. That was a foul on North Little Rock.
Okay, so it was a foul. That was a good one. Yeah. But it does just go to show that this whistle is very, very sensitive right now. So I think if you're Central, you need to play. You need to play to that advantage, and you can tell specifically Kai Wilson has been doing that.
Great defensive possession by Kinley Mears up ahead to Shepard. And that's an and one for Shepard. The junior headed to the free throw line as I believe it was Chloe Ray Brown will pick up the personal. That will be her third foul of this ball game. So Central's floor general in some early foul trouble. I didn't think that was a travel, but I guess it is. So another turnover for Central.
KTV in the building as well.
Well, hey, there are a lot of celebrities in the house. Local celebrities, that is. Steve Sullivan here personally.
Big old Sully.
And then you won't be able to see him on your screen, but near this current baseline is Brad Bolding. I would say the new head coach of North Little Rock.
The returning head coach.
Returning head coach is down on the floor as Gaston grabs the rebound along with, well, I see former North Little Rock alum Nick Winger. Coach Sanderford, as that one is blocked. We saw right behind us is the 2019 team photo of the
North Little Rock baseball.
The North Little Rock baseball team that won
We have many close friends on as well.
Oh yeah, and they look nothing. They look so different.
I wish I was on that.
I know all of them have facial hair now, so they all have the little baby face.
I wish I was on that team because I could compare myself.
Yeah.
I left the year before, but That's I wish I could see how, like, the difference between 2019 and, now 2025 made.
And the jumper in the lane by Montgomery off the glass. 4-point ball game. Brewster back to Fimple. Back to Brewster inside Shepherd, looking to drive. Can't finish over Gaston.
Great defense by Amaria Gaston right there.
Great defense without fouling.
No block, but it's might as well be.
Montgomery chases it down. Day Davis. And Coach Williams, this is the most animated I have seen him so far tonight. He's just been frustrated with the execution from his team. You could have argued that there was an open three.
I don't think he cared.
I don't think it mattered. You're exactly right. He's so frustrated with the way his team has played. They're only down 4, but this is not the Central team that we have come to expect. The Central team that is 5-1 in conference play so far.
It doesn't feel like a 4-point game, to be totally honest. It feels like this is a blowout on North Little Rock's end, right?
Yeah.
It feels like home court advantage is doing something. It just feels like nothing is going right. I mean, again, I feel like there's a lot of hero ball trying to be played. And North Little Rock is kind of exploiting that when it comes to, running down the court, stripping from behind.
Yeah, the ball security is not on display for Central as Wilson is looking to draw some contact. She won't finish inside as Brewster, a Euro step to the outside. Ended up being a tough shot. Now Onyango is going to bring the ball up herself. Day Davis is going to go help her out. It's off her knee. Shepherd fighting for it. It's going to be Central basketball as Shepherd was the last to touch.
Whoa.
Whoa. No, that is Central basketball. Shepherd touched that. Day Davis did not touch that.
She
let it go.
Went out of her way to not touch that.
And the officials are going to have a conversation. That is, take a look at the replay. It's pretty clear. That's about as clear as
and you
possible.
can see where the referee was standing too. You should be able to make that call.
Home cooking at its finest. Shepherd cut off by Wilson. Fimple in the deep corner. Now Wilson picks her up. Mears on the wing on the far side. Edwards, who just checked in, and she's going to draw a foul from Gaston. Now, of all the fouls that have been charged on Central today, I don't think Gaston's really, that's actually just her second foul. Honestly, in the third quarter, with 4:07 left to play, that's not too bad for the team starting center. Fimple, floater is good. 6-point game. Montgomery into Onyango. She finishes.
And that's the type of play that you want to do if you're Central. Stop going up on your own. You have plenty of players around you that are able to finish at the rim.
Fimple inside Hopkins. Mears guarded by Onyango. She gets past her. Broken up. Day Davis has it. Montgomery. She can take it herself through contact. Oh, no shot. Oh. But a great job by Montgomery to draw the contact. I am shocked that shot did not count.
Wait. Every player on the court thinks that was a shooting foul. Every single player on the court. And somehow it's on the floor.
I still don't understand that call. Been a couple of calls.
I'm about to say, I don't think I've understood a lot of these calls. I'll be real.
Look, I am still one of probably the many that believes that officials should have a post-game press conference just to clarify what they're seeing. Now, I understand that they're seeing things from a different angle than we are, but it would just help us, help clear some things up. If North Little Rock loses it, they'll keep it. 3:11 left to play. Jalea White, throw in. Edwards into White, now gives it to Gupton. Pass out to Edwards. Bateman driving, was looking for Gupton. Coach Fimple was telling Bateman to just go ahead and shoot that shot in the lane. 5'9" junior did have the opportunity, but passed it up. Wilson to Montgomery. Wilson driving. Montgomery in the corner is Day Davis looking inside Gaston. Good physical play of Maria Gaston.
And that's what you want to see Maria Gaston doing. If she's hitting those type of shots, posting up in the paint, it's going to be a dangerous game for North Little Rock in the last 10 minutes of this game.
2-point Wildcat lead inside. Wow. What a pass. Wow. What a finish for Gupton.
That's a beautiful pass.
Nia Edwards has just been very impressive in this ball game. Montgomery looking to drive. It's Day Davis. Kick out to Wilson. She's driving. Floater. Won't finish. White. She's about to get it stripped, and she loses it. No, I don't know if that was tipped, but maybe it was. She gets it back. Day Davis. Breaks the that was a late whistle. She was going for the basketball. I don't understand that play either. Oh, my goodness. There are a lot of Central fans in the house, and nobody's happy. Take a look at it one more time. She goes for it. Yeah, there's contact, but she's going all ball, and that call was late anyway.
I'm gonna refrain from speaking because I'm noticing some things, man.
Brewster pulls it out to Edwards. She's looking to drive, extends that forearm. She kicks out to Brewster. She's got Onyango on her. A contested jumper is good. What a shot by Lauren Brewster is going to extend this North Little Rock lead to 6. Brown, Wilson, pull-up jumper, won't fall. North Little Rock has it.
Miscommunication between Gaston and Onyango.
3 won't fall. White with the second chance opportunity. It's Bateman. She thought about the pass. Brewster was trying to get a screen from Edwards. She gives it to her. Top of the key. Looking to spin. What a finish around Gaston. 8-point North Little Rock lead. Brown. Day Davis. She's about to lose it. She does. Wilson ends up with it, though. Brown's open on the wing. Driving. Pull-up jumper. Won't fall. Central cannot take the lid off the basket. Only have 8 points in this quarter.
And they started this quarter really well. They just can't pull the lid off.
10 seconds on the clock. Edwards up top, guarded by Brown. She's looking to go one-on-one. She hooked her, got away with the no call, and now North Little Rock heads into the final quarter of play with a 10-point lead. This is truly rivalry basketball at its best. Man, this is some atmosphere right now. There have been a lot of calls that, let's just say they're controversial.
Yeah, that's a word I'd use.
A 10-point ball game as we enter the final 8 minutes of this ball game. Central took the earlier season matchup with a 39-33 win at home at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. And now Central has a 10-point advantage here at Charging Wildcat Arena, looking to tie up the season series at 1 apiece.
To get off the game just a little bit, we were talking about local legends just a few minutes ago. We have Nick Winger in the house as well, the legendary Central Arkansas sports photographer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I say Central. That's a full Arkansas legendary sports photographer. So shout out to Nick Winger as well. Some of the best work on Instagram and Twitter and whatever else you want to pay attention to.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who else is in the stands that I would recognize. A couple names we'll mention in the boys' game as they just get it across the timeline. White will take it, and she'll draw the contact against Onyango. She is flabbergasted. But the number 26 player in the class of 2026 will head to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Jalea White. 2 of 2 from the line for White. 12-point lead for North Little Rock.
Central has to start fast in this half, or in this quarter, I'm sorry.
Wilson cutting, floater in the lane is good.
And that's the type of plays you want. You want Kai Wilson and also Taylor Day Davis, who has not been much of a factor offensively today. Kind of might want to get Taylor Day Davis going as well.
Day Davis taps that ball out of bounds. Her offense hasn't been there, but her defense has been splendid in this game.
Yeah.
White looking to throw in, gets it to Edwards. Brewster back to White. Inside Edwards. Bateman looking to drive. Gets Onyango up in the air. Can't finish the first time. Second time. Can't finish that time either. Central basketball. There's going to be a foul by Nia Edwards as she's kind of hobbling just a little bit. Might have turned her ankle or gotten her foot stepped on. But for Edwards, good sign for North Little Rock. Just her first foul of the ball game. Brown. Wilson in the lane, can't finish the first time. White fighting for the rebound. And it's a steal. Bradford ends up with it. She'll take a three. Back iron won't fall. White has it. Bateman on the wing, guarded by Bradford. Edwards looking to drive behind her back. Off the glass, no good.
Central needs to capitalize. These are very bad shot selections by North Little Rock.
And they're about to bring in 4 new players as Day Davis has a three at one short. Brown fighting for it. White comes up with another rebound. Gets her up in the air, draws the contact. It was a great pump fake by the junior, and now she will have 2 more free throws. It was 2 of 2 just a minute ago.
Let's see, that's a foul.
That was a foul.
You would it's a very good bait by White there, and it ends up working out in her favor.
Number 42.
No, wait a second. What is this? Was that not a shooting foul?
Hey, at least it's happening to both sides.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, so Brewster will take the ball out from the baseline.
I think we're going insane.
I think Coach Fimple is frustrated and confused.
Yeah, I think so are the referees at this point.
Yeah, 2 of them having a conversation. Yeah, 2 shots.
Oh, my God.
Yep, so everybody that just subbed down has to come back into the ball game. Oh, this is going to be a problem because the 4 new substitutions just came back in the... Oh, my goodness.
Am I going insane?
So Hopkins and Fimple need to go back to the scores table along with Shepard. They have not fixed that. Okay, well, all right. White misses the first free throw. I can't imagine why. This has been such a confusing possession. Of course, Mears is about to check in for White. 10-point ball game with 6:11 remaining. 1 of 2 from the line extends this to an 11-point lead.
You know, the last time I was this confused at a situation was 3 days ago, man.
Oh, Gaston can't finish
How did
inside.
that roll in and out?
Yeah, tough break for Central, but Gaston will be heading to the free throw line. For Hopkins, that is her third personal, as Gaston knocks down her first. Montgomery will check into the ball game. Bradford will check out. Second free throw, no good. Fimple to Mears. Breaks past. Brewster. Mears, oh, deep three off the back iron. Shepard hit the deck, but Central ends up with the basketball. Brown looking to drive. Through traffic, she'll draw the contact.
So it's
not a shooting foul. Not a shooting foul.
I don't know, man. Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused at all the calls.
Just listen to me. I will try to navigate us through this situation as Shepard comes up with the steal. Up ahead, Brewster. Almost a turnover. Fimple. She's got a three. In and out. Dane Davis ends up with the basketball. Now Mia Hopkins just picked up her fourth personal foul as Gupton is headed to scores table. She'll check in for the sophomore. So a tough break as White also checks in for Fimple, but a tough break for North Little Rock as they had a clear, wide open look in the paint. That pass to Brewster was just too long, and then of course the missed three. Oh, that's a double triple by Montgomery. That is a tough break right there. Ugh. Still 5:15 left to play. All Central needs is just a little bit of a spark to get going, and they are right back. And that might be it. Inside, and one! It's an and one that time. Kai Wilson headed back to the free throw line for three the old-fashioned way.
Kai Wilson's been to the free throw line 6 or 7 times now.
Maybe so close to 10.
Yeah.
We need a stat keeper. She converts.
That very well may be the spark plug there.
And Gupton can't hold on. Brown has it. Taking it up herself. They're got the oh my goodness. Sorry, I got a little knocked over some of our equipment. My goodness. Hey.
If I didn't catch Chris right there, he would have been on the ground.
Yeah, well, look, the players needed a spark, and so did we. I might have broken some people's speakers. I apologize about that. Man, I needed that.
And she completes it, too.
Mears, Central showing press.
Yeah, North Little Rock doesn't know how to get around this press. She stepped out of bounds.
Little Rock turnover. Tiger basketball.
And this is not a call out to anybody. That was not a foul. They played that very well.
Timeout, North Little Rock. What a run for Central. It all started thanks to that Kai Wilson fast break.
Never count out a Central Tigers team.
No. 4-point ball game. 43-39, still in favor of the charging Wildcats, as we have another rivalry matchup of the ages right here on tap. 4:55 left to play in the ball game. You know, this place is loud, but if we were playing at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse, the walls might have just collapsed.
Oh,
this place would be rocking.
Absolutely. I mean, it's honestly rocking right now, to be honest. I mean, you can definitely feel the energy shift in the past couple minutes as well. Like, Central fans have really shown out here as well.
Central travels well. Hey, it is the rivalry between North Little Rock. You better believe they're going to travel well.
Absolutely. They've been the most outspoken about the officiating as well, so, you know,
yeah,
hard to ignore.
That's the truth. Wilson will throw into Brown. Mears will pick her up full court. Day Davis to Montgomery. Brown shovels it to Wilson. Driving, can't finish. Gaston, who's going to end up with the basketball? It's Brown. Ooh. And Day Davis has a three. No good. But they have it back. Wilson got it. 2-point game.
You cannot script this any better than what's going on right now. The comeback has happened in about 2 minutes from Central. It started with that Kai Wilson and one, turned into a Chloe Ray Brown and one, and now it's a 2-point game with half the quarter left.
But what a half for Kai Wilson. Has almost single-handedly brought her team back, now within 2. Mears, guarded by Montgomery. 7 seconds on the shot clock. She's got to do something with it. Edwards has got to shoot. Mears, it's going to be a deep three. Misses! And there's a foul! Oh, tough break for Central.
Kai Wilson did not even put her hands up. Not once did she put her hands up.
Well,
apparently she pushed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, I might have seen it. Up ahead, Montgomery!
Ball doesn't lie.
Montgomery!
And they slow down.
Yeah, they're going to slow down. They're going to slow down. Oh, speed it up is Brown.
Ooh,
very close.
Chris would have fallen over that time.
Oh, yeah, I definitely would have fallen over, would have taken you with me, would have taken the $1,000 equipment along with me. Of course, my boss looking over here, not happy. It didn't happen, so don't worry. But now Chloe Ray Brown has a chance to tie it up. Knocks down the first as Alicia Shepard, that is her third personal. She'll check out. Hopkins, Bateman checked back in. Gupton also checks out. Central keeps the same crew.
And we're being specific about tucking in shirts, apparently.
2-2, tied ball game at 43, and Central will take the timeout. Wilder is still a lot of time on the clock, 3:38. There is plenty of time for North Little Rock to change momentum. And there's also plenty of time for Central to keep up their own momentum.
Yeah, we were talking about it literally 2 minutes in game just not long ago that Central still had a chance. They were down by 10 at that point, and now suddenly they've gone in a 10-0 run in order to tie this ball game. And again, it goes back to Kai Wilson. I believe she's up to like 20 points or so. It's up there around that. She has been the spark plug that we were talking about that was needed for Central, and my goodness, is she delivering.
Well, with Taylor Day Davis having a slow night offensively, they needed somebody. Of course, Alexis Montgomery had that huge steal there that led to Chloe Ray Brown free throws. And Brown, she's done a great job getting past Kinley Mears, who is one of the best defenders in the conference. And she's getting past her now here in the second half and getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what Central started to try and do. They started to try and draw those fouls out because they knew, okay, the whistle is being blown quite a few times. We need to try and play against that, right? And that's exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it very, very well, and they're converting on those free throws.
Bateman will throw in. It's Brewster, met by a couple Tiger defenders. Now Mears, Wilson almost had the steal. She breaks past the press, driving inside, in and out. She's fighting for it with Brown. Brown to Montgomery. It's 4-on-5. There is a foul on Brewster. Shot does not count for Brewster.
Yeah, I actually agree with that one.
That is her fourth personal foul.
But it does end up being free throws because of the bonus.
Excuse me, nope, that is actually just her third personal. So multiple North Little Rock players in foul trouble. Shepard and Brewster with 3 apiece, and Hopkins with 4.
And Central has the lead.
Central has the lead for the first time since the second quarter, midway through. And 1 of 2, they keep the lead. Edwards has it. Brewster looking to take it herself. Kick out. Fimple can't hold on. That definitely was an open look from 3. Now Mears has a look. That one's long. Wilson up ahead.
Now they're going to slow down. They're going to do their best to keep this ball. And I say that.
Up ahead. She can't finish. No foul cause. North Little Rock racing ahead. It's Brewster. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a shot. There's a timeout, I think. There's a timeout. North Little Rock called a timeout. This arena is so loud right now. I'm going to take my headset off.
My goodness.
Yeah, the volume did not change. Take my headset off. It always seems as loud, if not louder, with my headset on. But there was, Coach Fimple called the timeout after that made basket. So now North Little Rock has the 1-point lead.
And I know this is Central broadcast, but my goodness, was that a finish and a half. That felt Steph Curry-esque.
Fantastic finish.
That was a very, like, Stephen Curry, he's in warm-ups and just throws it in the air.
She did not know that would fall through. I think that was just a prayer. She just threw up, and there's still plenty of time in this ball game. It feels like there's only 30 seconds left, but there is 2:41 remaining. And of course, you can hear the band in the background, both cheer squads and dance teams. And both crowds loving what both of these teams are putting on right now.
I know I'm one of those. I'm loving this.
If you're a basketball fan, this is your game. Now, if you're a fan of old-fashioned defense, it's definitely your game. If you're a fan of offense, sorry, there's not much of it to go around. But this is going to be another rivalry matchup for the ages. Chloe Ray Brown looking to hand off. Gets it to Day Davis. Edwards on her, back to Brown. Screen by Day Davis. Inside Gaston, finishes inside. Central regains the lead.
And everything's going through Kai Wilson. Kai Wilson is the answer for Central right now.
Brewster, contested jumper, not the shot they needed, but Edwards gets it back. She can't finish. Fimple, offensive rebound. Mears, shot from the free throw line. She can't fall. Day Davis will draw the foul.
And that's going to be free throws.
Day Davis, who is an efficient free throw shooter,
knock on wood.
Knock on wood, excuse me. We'll have 2 free throws coming up. Trying to extend this 1-point lead. The foul was on Edwards. That was her first. Day Davis does knock that one down, the first one. 2-point lead. Can she make it a 3-point lead? That is the question. She does.
Cool, calm, and calm under pressure, and she's going to continue to be that.
Edwards, blocked. No! We're going to see that replay again. Gaston had about as clear of a block. Edwards driving inside. Oh my word. First free throw up and good for Nia Edwards.
Central cheer squad getting loud now too.
1-point game.
This is going to come down to who can stay the most calm, right? And I think Central might have that edge.
Brown gets it to Wilson. She'll let some clock drain. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Brown on the far side, looking to drive. Kick out Davis. Wilson driving, she falls. No call. It stays with Central. There is 11 seconds on the shot clock. 1:24 remaining. They want to get a good possession going. They need to do it quickly. Wilson will throw in. Looking for someone to cut. Going to give it to Gaston. Montgomery up top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She's got to go. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They got to do something. And shot clock violation. It does prevent the North Little Rock fast break, which looked like was about to happen. But now North Little Rock has the basketball. I don't think they were aware of how much time was on the clock.
I mean, even then, you still need to just put up a shot, hope it falls through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You might be able to get the rebound, but I think you're right. I don't think they had any idea how much time was left.
Brewster, kick out Fimple. Don't leave her open. Brewster, pump fake, 3-ball. Oh! North Little Rock, 1-point lead. Brown to Davis. And that's going to be a foul on Edwards.
And the clock just continued to run.
The clock did not stop. The clock did not stop. There should be 41 seconds on the clock. A whole 8 seconds. The officials need to realize that. I hope they do. One official is going to go over to the scores table. Oh no, there is a fight going on. Oh my goodness, told you this was a rivalry matchup. That's not good. Can't tell what's going on. Not going to show you the view at all, but oh, this could be ugly.
And they're going to have to wait till this calms down.
It looked like security apprehended somebody as we have. Even the returning head coach of the North Little Rock football team is up there trying to break it up.
All spectators, please return to
So
your
both
seats.
teams are going to have an extended timeout. They did not add enough seconds on the clock. They only added 4. But that's not the concern at the moment. It's breaking up this ugly situation that just happened around the restrooms.
And I'll say it now. Welcome to a Central North Little Rock rivalry.
Oh, man. Look, I mean,
and we know this better than anybody.
Unfortunately, this has happened a number of times. It is that type of rivalry. But it looks like the administration was able to.
That's a free timeout, though.
Yeah, it was a free timeout for both teams, but they were able to de-escalate the situation. So that is good. So play is about to resume. The North Little Rock student section is on their feet, cheering on their squad as Taylor Davis has 2 free throws to tie, potentially to tie this ball game up.
Taylor Day Davis puts her hands up. Everything's good.
Yep, biggest free throws of the game coming up. Rattles in the first. 1-point game.
And that situation just woke this entire crowd up. If there wasn't a lot of energy originally, there's a lot of it now.
Ball game, excuse me. Edwards has it.
Taylor Day Davis.
2-second difference between the shot and game clock. She'll take it herself inside. Won't finish. Day Davis with the rebound. She hits the deck. Got to get rid of it. You got to call timeout. Going to bring it up the floor. Got to get it across. They just do. Brown, kick out Montgomery. 3-ball on the way. Can't finish. Mears with the rebound. 13 seconds. 12 seconds. They have a time. Brewster's got it.
Cannot foul. And they do call a timeout.
Coach Fimple racing down the court to call the timeout. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. I hope you were on your feet in your living room. This has been one heck of a game. Just 7.8 left to play in this ball game. That gives Coach Fimple plenty of time to draw up a good shot. And I got to ask, who is going to take the last shot for North Little Rock? Because they've really been cold up until this, really outside of the first half, they've been cold.
I think you go Jaliyah White. She's been the one to finish at the rim really easily. I don't know. It's very possible that this is going to be written up for Fimple, even though she has not scored in this game once.
Or Kinley Mears,
who did hit a 3 early in the game, but that's been all, right?
Yeah.
There are multiple players on this North Rock team that Central has to be wary of, because you have no idea who this is going to be written up for.
Also keep in mind, a lot of whistles. So this game could end on free throws.
I hope to God not.
Tied ball game, 50-50. They added some more time on the clock. 8.4 seconds left to play. Nia Edwards will throw in. Mears, Hopkins, Fimple, and Brewster also on the court. They get it into Brewster. She barely held on. A wide open layup. Oh no! They got to do something with it. Timeout by Coach Williams.
What just happened? How did that happen?
Lauren Brewster broke away. Nobody to stop her in the paint. Potentially the game-winning shot by the sophomore. The biggest shot she's hit all night long. But 2.5 left to play. They could potentially add on more time. Probably not, though. But 2.5 left for Coach Williams to dial up a play here.
And I think honestly what happened there, they tried to double team, try and trap on the sideline. And there was no dribble. It allowed her to be able to get through and get just a very easy layup. There was nobody in the paint in order to stop her because of that double team on the sideline. So that's one of those things. It was the right play. It didn't turn out in the right way that you wanted if you're Central. So that is a 50-50 type of play that just went in the way of North Little Rock.
I can imagine Kai Wilson will probably be getting the ball here with 2.5 left to play. North Little Rock ready. Of course, Central will be advancing, will not advance. They will be taking the ball out from the baseline. So it has to be a great pass to set up a good shot. Gaston, Day Davis, Brown, Montgomery, and Wilson in the ballgame. Wilson will inbound.
So you're going to Taylor Day Davis.
Keep an eye on Day Davis at the other end of the court.
North Rock is lost on defense right now.
Yeah, they don't quite know what their matchups are. Wilson looking for the touchdown pass. Gets it. Day Davis for the win. No good. Off the shot clock, and North Little Rock escapes with the 2-point victory at home. Well, a tough break for Central, dropping to 1-1 on the season series and 5-2 overall in conference play. 16-6 overall. North Little Rock improves to 16-8, 5-2 in conference play. Despite the loss, what a game, what an atmosphere, and I hope it carries over into that boys game.
If it's just half as good energy, if it's just half as much energy, it's going to be incredible.
I imagine it will carry over as that January 7th boys game was another great matchup in of its own, but what a game from Kai Wilson. She kept this team in it all game long, hit some big free throws, scored well inside. What are any closing remarks, as this has been another great rivalry game for a number of different reasons?
Yeah, I mean, there's again, I think there's not much you could have done on defense if you're Central, right? It was again, I think it was a 50-50 play. If that double team works out, there's no shot to be found, and we're probably looking at overtime. The problem is it didn't go Central's way. You can't do much about that in the long run. North Little Rock just had more steam towards the end. You could tell that they were feeding off of the energy of the home crowd, and it worked in their favor.
Well, just about 10 minutes into the boys' game, so do not go anywhere. So we will actually have a separate broadcast. Let me repeat, if it's loud here, I imagine it's loud at home. We will have a separate broadcast for the boys' game, their rivalry game against the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. So stay tuned. And until then, have a great evening, be safe, and go Tigers!